Hi guys, and welcome to another Commodore 64 review. And I'm pretty excited to do this one actually because this is one of my favourite games of all time. Other than Mortal Kombat and the Last Ninja games. I mean, those two are my favourite. But out of the Last Ninja games, Last Ninja 2 is my all-time favourite. And it could be because I played that one first and I hadn't seen anything like it, and it just left like an impression. And when you go from 2 looks a little bit better than the first one, and I sort of like that it's like a sort of an unrealistic sort of situation, like a ninja in New York City. You know, I had never seen anything like it. There's a movie called Revenge of the Ninja, which is about this Sho Kosugi plays this ninja who ends up in America, which reminds me a lot of this, and I hadn't seen that back then, and that's one of my favourite ninja movies now though. But yeah, back then, you know, I hadn't seen anything like it. So Last Ninja 2 just has everything Ninja 1 had, but it just, the ninja himself looked better, the gameplay seemed faster, more dynamic, the puzzles were just better. And yeah, like I said, just the setting of the levels are so sort of odd. The first level you're in Central Park, and then the next level you're in the streets. Anyway, I'm going to play through it. I'm going to try and get the whole thing on YouTube. I'm going to play through as fast as I can, and you'll actually see me play this game how I used to play it 20 years ago. Because I never stopped playing this game, even when like all the new consoles were coming in. I kept my Commodore 64 and I always played Ninja 2. It was a game that I had to play like all the time. I just love this game, you know. I could never be like, oh, I'm sick of that game. Never. It's just not possible for me. So, I've got my original disc here. I'm going to show this to you. This thing's 20 years old. As you can see, I've drawn crap all over it, as you do when you're young. I wrote finished in the middle. I was so proud when I finally beat the game that I had to write finished on it. As you can see, there's numbers all over it. You'll see what that is when I get through the game. You need a number to beat the game, and that's what that is. So, let's pop this sucker in. Floppy card one. While that loads, whoops. Hey. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. While that's loading, I'll show you guys the box. Now, this is it here, the Australian box. Last Ninja 2, and you got the eyes in the middle, just showing outright anger and revenge. That's what this game is about, back with a vengeance. And you see New York there, and you can even see the Trade Center here. And this picture was, this left such an impression with me that out of all the places I could have gone in the world, I wanted to go to the Trade Center the most. And unfortunately, I never got there before it was destroyed. So that's something that is something I won't ever get to experience. The other place I wanted to go to was Central Park, obviously, because it's in the game. So one day I'm hoping to get there. My parents have been there, so they've told me about it. On the back here it has a story, and then it had a sticker here over this box. And I remember, see, this game was a present to me. When I was young, I was really sick for like a few weeks, and me and my sister used to fight a lot. But she got me this game as a present when I was sick. And I remember just lying in bed, and I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't play it, but just examining the box, you know. And I remember the sticker, I wondered why there was a sticker over this, and I peeled it back on my original box, which I don't have anymore, and it said includes mask and shuriken, and I was like, what's all this stuff? You know, because this just says includes map and handbook. I'm like, I want the ninja mask and the shuriken, you know. So like, ever since I was a kid, like, that was always in the back of my mind. And then one day I I decided to get this again off eBay because I didn't have the box. I had my original disc and manual, but my dad made me chuck the box when I was younger, so I was pissed about that. But now, yeah, so I bought this to get the box again, and I ended up buying a few of them because I got them real cheap. And then one day, this limited edition one appeared on eBay, and I was like, oh my god, that has to be it. As you can see, it says down there, limited edition. And if you look on the back, sure enough, map, handbook, shuriken, star, ninja fighting mask. And I'll show you those now. So the mask is just like a black hood, which is pretty cool. I actually wore that in one of my Mortal Kombat reviews as a joke in the Special Forces one when I had to be Scorpion. Because, you know, I can't make costumes. I actually have that costume already. Just didn't have a mask for it. The map you get is like a map of the game. Like of the locations. You got like the park here, the street. You got the sewer cross section here. The basement, which is also called the Opium Factory here. The office. And then the mansion here. So yeah, that was like an overview map of the game locations, which really didn't have much purpose. But yeah, and that's the shuriken star. That's it there. It's pretty sweet. If I'm catching the light with it, you can see there's little Chinese or Japanese symbols on each point there, and like a dragon in the middle. It's a very cool little thing. It's only rubber, but yeah, awesome. I was so wrapped when I got that. Right. So that's that done. Now I'm going to show you guys the game. Now the first thing you'll notice when you load up this game is you get these loading screens, which is like very unbelievably uncommon for Commodore 64 games to have like an intro screen with graphics that good and then like a 3-minute musical tune just synthesized by the SID chip, you know. And the guy that does this music's name's Matt Gray, and I'm a big Matt Gray fan. He was my favourite Commodore 64 musician. I just reckon he did the best music. You know, all that, you know, he does all that like cool like 80s stuff, and it's just, I just love this game. So yeah, yeah, yes. First time I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is it? It's like a ninja and the Statue of Liberty and like buildings and Central Park. I was like, it's just such an unlikely sort of thing, you know. That's why I love this game. So anyway, I'm going to go into it now. Enough talking. Let's play. While it loads. I played this last night and did a playthrough, and I managed to beat the whole game. I lost 1 life. But all my skills were intact, you know. I did beat the first level without using a life, which can be pretty hard, and all the other levels. So I was actually pretty surprised that I still got it. Where I died was I just slipped off on the mansion. As you'll see, you drop down, and I slipped off a pole and fell. I was like, damn, my flawless record ruined. But yeah, back in the day, I could easily beat the game and never lose a life, you know. Yeah. So now that the camera's running, I'll probably die all the time. You know what it's like. You do your practice run, perfect. You do the actual run, and you suck. We'll see. We'll see how I go. They made a remix for this game called Ninja Remix, which I don't like as much. I believe these graphics are more crisper and just more, they got more attitude, whereas the Ninja Remix graphics, if I showed you the picture of the ninja, he sort of looks surprised or something. The face just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't like the graphic. Like, it's like cool and not cool. It's really hard to explain. Like, going from that just looks like cool. Just totally awesome. There's nothing you could top that ninja face. It's just he's a ninja. But the other one, you're like, yeah. Anyway, let's check out Central Park first of all. I just used the kick for the first guy. It's more effective. Does 2 points damage instead of 1. After he goes down, he punches light. That was when I first got the game. I didn't know what to do. When I didn't know you had to punch the light, you know, to make this trapdoor open. My sister finally figured it out, and that's when I started playing damage. When I could finally get out of the first 2 screens. I run past that guy. You really need to save your energy in the first level for the B encounter later. Grab the map there, which makes all the items in the game flash, a very important item. Now watch this, you're going to freak out at this trick. You get the star, and instead of turning around and going back the way you came, you just jump off here. And for some reason, it makes you go back that way. So, I knew all the tricks in this game. There's another one on that screen where you can run up the wall. And come out here. I like climbing down the bridge. And then you can throw the shuriken. Normally I can get them stuck on the edge there. That might be a bit of trouble now. Energy there, which I need for the bees. Oh, see, I knew it. As soon as the camera runs, everything goes wrong. Can't even throw shuriken. There we go. And the ninja goes into the female toilets like a pervert that he is. I love that. I mean, what use is it having all those cool ninja skills if you can't perv on women? Hamburger gives you an extra life. Gives you one in every level. And a lot of you are probably going, why are you being so cheap and using the shuriken instead of fighting people? Like I've been saying, you need to save your energy for the end of this level. You encounter all these bees, as you'll see soon. So this is the strategy I developed to beat the first level without losing a life. Back in the time. And if you notice, the ninja will wink when you're doing things correctly. You keep your eye on that. Pick up the bees. Can I make it? I just made it. Cool. And bit of trivia. The first time I got this game, I jumped off the end of the park and I died for some reason. And I was stuck in the game. I didn't think that's where you had to go. And then one day I finally tried it again, like 6 months later, you know, and finally beat the first level. So I was stuck for 6 months because the first time I jumped off the end of that path, I died. And I didn't think that was the way you had to go. It sort of sucks. Oh no! I don't think I can get off. Yeah. Damn it. I'm gonna have to die. Yep. Oh. I knew I'd stuff up when the camera was running. I knew it! There we go. You just can't win. I've got the joystick on the floor here, so it's a bit sort of, I don't know. I used to have the joystick a bit higher up. So yeah, the first time I beat that level, I freaked out. Like I said, I was stuck for months because of the first time I tried to do it. Yeah, I stuffed up. Yeah, when I finally got out into the street, I was just like, oh man, the street, that's cool. Ninja in the street. And there's sort of like a backstory